Hey, what's up out there, everybody? I hope you're all doing well. I have a quick take review for you guys today on this new drama that's now streaming on Netflix. It's called All Day and a Night, written and directed by Joe Robert Cole. The story in this film is set in Oakland. It follows this young man who has committed a homicide. The story explores the actions that led up to this crime, as well as the repercussions after it, while also touching on his childhood years. So let's dive into the good, the bad, and the ugly on this movie to see if it's worth a watch. First, let's jump right into the good. I think the performances were all very capable. Ashton Sanders carried himself well as the soft-spoken Jakkur. He's just a young man trying to escape the vicious life cycle of his surroundings. I thought Sanders created a character that felt very authentic, that you could connect with. He did add some emotional layering to the role as well, and he was able to deliver a range of intensity just through his eyes alone that I felt was able to elevate the dramatic tension of this film nicely. I also thought Jeffrey Wright was more than serviceable as Jakkur's father. He certainly elevated the material on screen that on the writing side was a little bit surface level. Wright really did bring a lot of intensity, rage, and just a merciless demeanor to the role that I felt did a good job of just capturing the hopelessness of the only male role model that Jakkur had in his life. Another aspect of this film that I thought was actually nicely done was how the multiple timelines were all woven together. This story weaves Jakkur's childhood, the events leading up to this murder, and the events that took place after it with a relatively even pace. I do think this jumping around from period to period could have been trimmed back just a little bit, but when looking back at the film, it did effectively capture the hopelessness of the main character while just exploring the cyclic nature of the life around him. Now, on the downside, while the film was enjoyable, it was far from as gripping as it could have been. It didn't really add any layers to this story that we haven't already seen in movies before. It makes the growth and the decisions of the main character seem overly predetermined, which in turn makes the film overall very predictable and just lacking that raw emotional connection because the film was just missing a unique identity of its own. The film overall feels a little bit bland, just lacking in ambition for creating mental complexities in the characters, and it does hinder the impact of the story, at least it did for me. I think the most compelling aspect of this movie was the dynamic of father and son, both being in prison. It touches on Jakkur following in his father's footsteps, but it doesn't dive into this story arc as much as I think it could have. I think this could have easily been the most gripping story arc in the film. To make it a little bit more unique, it would have allowed for Wright and Sanders to have some very intimate, emotionally charged moments through the dialogue to kind of build some layering to their characters, but the writing never really committed to that. It results in a solid film, but not a great one, so for me, All Day and a Night is going to get 70% on the meter. The performances make it worth a watch, but it doesn't deliver on its potential, with both Jeffrey Wright and Yahya Abdul-Mateen feeling a bit wasted.
Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, drop it a thumbs up, leave a comment below. I'd love to talk movies with you guys. Share it with your friends, and without question, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you can never miss a video. Here are some links to some recent reviews just in case you missed them. All my social media links and the link to our official website are down in the description below, and I'll catch you next time.